Hi everybody, it's Joseph Shepard.
And your girl, Miss Laganja Estranja.
You know, we have a little podcast. It's called
Queening Out.
And each week we talk about All-Star 7.
That's right, everything RuPaul's Drag Race and crowning our new All-Stars winner.
Oh, and you know what? We also go back in that little time machine for,
Time warp to see what season 6 was like in comparison to this show now.
So make sure to tune in to Queening Out every Tuesday.
We'll see you next time. Mwah.
So check it out now, wherever you listen to your podcast.
Speaking of time warp, I don't know about you, but I think it's time we go back in time to Oh No She Better Don't.
Woo! All right, Laganja, you are in season 6. It is this challenge that you have. Oh no, she better don't.
I'm just on the track and y'all can't handle me. I'm busting through the door and smoking on that tree. Pantyhose and control top D, giving you body. Y'all are living for me.
You were in a group called the Pantyhose. So I want you, one, to describe the whole process of everything. I think there's a lot of things that I'll probably keep asking you questions of things that I generally would love to know. But let's start with getting the music. When you get music to a song like this, like, I think that the biggest thing I want to know is the rhythm already panned out for you? Or are you kind of coming up with the rhythm on your own?
Well, I think that's going to be different per artist. There is a rhythm obviously built into the track, but you know, a lot of artists will then add their own rhythm on top of that or to juxtapose the original beat. So I would like to say that I did both, right? I used the beat that I was given, but then I also tried to add my own flair on top of it to, you know, give it another texture, another layer.
And I think that was that one of the first times that we had like a singing rapping challenge? I don't
ever remember there being a rap challenge before this because at the time when this happened, you know, before we go to the show about 2 weeks out, we get a list of things, a list of looks that we'll need to bring. And one of them was like rapper chic. And I just remember being like, oh my God, this is literally built for me. Like, I'm winning. Like, I don't know. I was just so convinced that this challenge was specifically designed for me to, you know, win and sail forward. Goes to show you my 23-year-old self, very confident back then, used to believe, that I was winning the whole show. So, this was definitely one of my favorite challenges to prepare for because this is something I do feel confident in.
And then you had two amazing divas walking you along everything. You had Trina and Eve. Those are some big ass rap names. Like, how was that?
It was the most amazing experience ever. You know, a lot of times when they announce the guest judges or the guest features, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
So I was so excited that I knew who these two were, that I'd listened to their music. I mean, Trina, I got an ass so fat like the sun girl. I live, look back at it. Like, she's just everything to me. So it was so cool to meet them, and they were really encouraging and very nice. Like, they weren't playing the intimidation game. They weren't making us feel uncomfortable. They were definitely there to support us and as fans of the show. So that was really cool.
Yeah, and so in this challenge, both groups kind of like were basically saying that they came from a previous group or they were an older group or all of these things. If you were to go back for a reunion for your pantyhose, do you think that you would be better than what you were back then?
I do, absolutely. You know, I've made more music over these, you know, decade. Actually, I was going to say couple of years, but it's been a decade.
Wow.
So I feel a lot more confident on the mic. You know, I'm still not a writer. That's not my thing. I definitely always hire and give credit to my writers out there because, you know, that's just not something I feel I personally excel in. Although I'm literally about to drop a new song with my friend LG Team Genius on July 4th. And I actually wrote a lot of it, which I was really proud of myself. Now, we definitely collaborated heavily, but I was really proud and kind of shocked at how much I was able to write for the song. So I definitely think my writing, my singing has gotten better. I definitely think the look would be improved. You know, I definitely still have my boombox, though, my rhinestone blinged out boombox that I came in with. It's one of my few, like, memorabilia from the show that I've always kept. So I would definitely bring that back with me. But I definitely would redo a lot of the look. I think my red fur coat was like swallowing me. I think I had on a cat suit, which I don't know, it just doesn't feel very rapperish to me. But, you know, again, I was working with a limited budget, limited time back then, and this was, you know, what I pulled together. But I'm still very proud of the performance. While I didn't get any accolades for it, I think I delivered exactly what was called for.
So when you do these challenges, how many takes do you normally get to be able to nail this?
Good question. I think it really depends. For the challenge, I think for this one, I only got to do it twice. For some reason, I
Wow.
kind of remember that, yeah. But I think, you know, other times, you know, we had many more opportunities to redo. But I think this one, we were really rushed. We had Trina and Eve in there, so we had to get it all done in a certain amount of time. So I'm pretty sure I did it once, and then they were like, okay, you get one more shot, and I did it twice. But I'm pretty sure they ended up using my first take because and for some reason, I'm usually better like without overthinking it, and the second time I'm always gonna like overthink and be like, how could I improve and do better than, and the first time usually for me is a little bit more natural. Well, as
Ooh.
natural as I can be. Come on, Natch.
Come on, Natch. Well, let's natch it back. We're out of the time warp now.